investment declaration series. I am Ekta from Clear. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, the link to the video is given in the description box below. In the last video, we understood everything about investment declaration, investment proof submission, and the proofs you can submit to your employer. In this video, let us understand how to make investment declarations and what happens if you miss submitting the proofs to your employer. Employees declare their investments every year to their employers through Form 12B. So let's understand how this works. You will receive salary at the beginning of every month, and your employer deducts tax from your salary each month in form of TDS and deposits it with the government on your behalf. To deduct TDS accurately, how will your employer know that you will have to pay this much tax? So at the beginning of every financial year, during April-May, you will have to declare your planned investment and expenses, saying, I will invest in tax-saving mutual fund, LIC, NPS, home loan, etc. Now you will declare these investments and expenses in Form 12BB, also known as Investment Declaration Form. And the employer will use this information to calculate your tax liability and deduct TDS from your salary throughout the year. The second step is you have to make these investments like you had planned. In the third step, that is at the end of calendar year during December, you will need to submit these investment proofs to your employer. So make sure to save these receipts. If there's any mismatch between your investment declaration and your actual investments, the employer will recalculate your tax liability and deduct additional tax from your salary in the months of Feb and March, which will leave you with lower take-home salary. Now let's look at how to make the investment declaration using a live form. Form 12BB looks something like this. Here you can start filling up your name, address, PAN and financial year for which you are making the declaration. In the next part, you will have to give details of house rent that you pay, name and address of your landlord, and their PAN if the total rent amount that you're going to pay for the year exceeds 1 lakh rupees. And the evidence that you can attach here is the rent receipt. We will link a rent receipt generator in the description box below. All you have to do is enter a few details and a receipt will be generated. Now print this in PDF format and get it signed by your landlord. You can attach this with Form 12B. Next comes leave travel allowance. If you have this as a part of your salary structure, then you can claim leave travel allowance of the domestic travels that you have made. You can add evidence of your travel tickets here. The next is the interest deduction. If you have serviced any loans for, say, purchase of a house or electric vehicle or for purpose of education, then you can mention the loan details here. You will get all the details in the interest certificate. You can add the certificate as an evidence here. The last is Section 80 deductions. Say for LIC, medical insurance, the fees you pay for your kids, education loan, etc. All of these gets covered here. You can watch our previous video for a detailed explanation. Now let us discuss some frequently asked questions. When do I have to submit Form 12B? Usually your employer asks for a declaration at the beginning of financial year to estimate the TDS for the whole year. So you may have to submit it in the months of April or May. Next question, do I need to submit Form 12BB to Income Tax Department? No, Form 12BB should not be submitted to Income Tax Department. It is to be submitted to your employer. Another question is, I could not declare my investments on time and my employer has deducted excess TDS. What can I do now? You don't have to worry. You can claim a refund of the excess TDS deducted while filing your ITR. Hope all your queries about investment declaration are now resolved. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. We are Clear on a mission to simplify tax and finance for you.